Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to the Rolling Cataclysm that is our Into the Breach game, where today we're taking on one more island before we go to the hive, but I'm not actually sure which one. I think they're both pretty rough. It does feel like RST gives you more assistance, I think. There are some missions on Pinnacle that are very easy. I'm always a little leery of tumblebugs, but we have a lot of weird control tools at this point. You know what? Let's do this one. The armor's annoying, but we have some pretty good damage. Alright, so first up, kill some enemies. Protect the power generator. Ooh, okay. Frost mines are fun, but they are somewhat at odds with our murder everybody objective. A little concerned that this might end up being another one where we don't actually get to do the thing. 6 alphas, just right off the top. Just right off the top, why not 6 enemies that are impossible to kill with damage? And what a position for that. That couldn't have landed in front of a building or something? Yeah, of course. Alright. Well, okay. One immediate thought is I could stand here and fire my mass confusionator. Alternatively, well, it doesn't really help much, though, does it? I was gonna say we can move down to here, and we could throw this thing somewhere to have it pull an enemy, but it is the last enemy that is acting, so it's not gonna be able to interrupt anybody anyway. This does actually solve a couple of problems. Okay. We might be just letting these buildings die, to be perfectly honest with you. But I think we probably would want to turn that nerd around. The other thing I could do is I could just let this happen. Trying to figure out like how I get some kills here. How do we actually remove any of these enemies from the table? And I think it's actually very difficult to do so. If I do this, okay, yeah, it is going to detonate the rock, unfortunately. Also my own ally, so probably not a great plan. I guess I should probably stop you from destroying that building. You'll set yourself on fire when you attack. That's something. And it does create a non-standable space in front of a building. That's also something. It does feel like we're just setting ourselves up to have a very difficult next turn, though, doesn't it? Interesting. So if I turn this guy around, we have the enemies like breaking each other out of the ice and then dealing a bunch of damage and killing each other, which definitely plays to our advantages. Just walk around here and throw you into the trees for lethal. I do feel like we're just buying time on this dude over and over again. We do need to get these enemies out of the ice, though. That's a real concern, so... So then this thing attacks and does push damage. And technically it's possible for us to just kill all of these enemies and win, but that's a lot of HP still. Okay, so you're eagerly dispatching yourself, which I love for you. There we go. This makes this attack kill both of them, which rules. Oh, you are standing in a position where I can just throw you in water. You're just sitting over here being alive like you think that's a thing that's allowed? Absolutely not. Okay, that gets us to 6 kills. Oh, shit. He was on fire. Right. So he does not actually... Okay, well... Now we're at 5 and we have to find 2 and this guy's blocked off. Oh, nope, not blocked off enough. Okay, turns out to be easy. Here's the thing about video games. They are extremely easy. The way they fall, like, I think it's the pause. It's just a tiny bit of coyote time. Funny. It's funny every single time we see it happen. You know what? Fundamentally, this is a comedy video game. All right, a reactor core +1 move for the leveled up mech is very fun. So I think we're just putting cores into this mech at this point. For right now, take plus move, but we're trying to level that up. So we have to go through one of these. Aha. Ice storm it is. The ice storm is usually pretty straightforward. Should I have somebody on this side? You have that like long range teleport now. I think you probably won't matter terribly. Yeah. Let's hope that wasn't foolishness. Okay, well, it turns out the ice storm's over here, so it's probably going to take care of it for us. Cool. Cool. That's excellent. That's wonderful. Let's just relocate y'all. I sadly cannot do very much. I might just throw this away just to be done with it. And then you can't actually do very much here. You do 1 damage. We need to get rid of that scion. Okay, well, that'll make it fairly easy. Actually, the ice storm, the shield will prevent the ice storm from affecting us, right? I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I think I just boot you out to there. There we go. This way we actually do a point of damage. And everybody knows shields are frostproof on account of they're made of energy. They automatically cauterize the snow. That's science, baby. You're kind of annoying. This can't actually be thrown anywhere, which is also kind of annoying. I mean, like, these tiles are going to freeze anyway. Yeah, whatever. We'll just do a point of damage here so we can potentially kill you next turn. And you Yeah, unfortunately, kind of just don't get to play the game. So this will freeze over, then he'll break the building out of the ice, which I actually prefer over him breaking the explosive. I think we can just let that occur. Yep, still every time. You know, this is what you want from a game for after this many hours of play, for it to still be able to bring you joy. Okay, the boombots. Oh man, and the boombots don't start right on top of the buildings. That's incredible, and maybe the first time I've ever seen that. So you have 3 movement. You can't even get adjacent to a building. Yeah, this is the best version of this I think we've ever seen. You have 3 moves, so you could still put a thing there. But yeah, for the most part, we're defending as many obvious positions as we can. Trying to make the rocks difficult. Just the most annoying. You both have to stand adjacent to the pod, really? Okay, a lot of questionable maneuvers from our enemies here. Not 100% sure what y'all are getting at. Well... feels like we have to pick this up. Okay, let them handle that. And then I like, to be perfectly honest, I think your move is maybe just don't stand exactly there. You could just like throw some damage in on this guy, I guess. Yeah, that seems fine. I think we're seeing a lot of questionable play from our opponents at this moment. A lot of kind of poorly thought out explosions here. Okay, so I definitely want to remove you so that I can still step up here and do this. Boombots solved. You're dead when you hit that rock. Oh, actually, so hold on. That's problematic. I really can't afford to have this space be cracked and have my dude in it. Well... because I was thinking this is what I would do on this turn. Right, we can push that backward and so it explodes from this tile. But we have to, if I'm going to leave this guy in this spot, we have to have dealt with this somehow, which we can't do. And actually, yeah, you know what? That's problematic for a couple of reasons. Okay, how about this? And then just reverse. This is the fire laser, though. I can't let myself get fire lasered. So unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately, this building is just going down. There's not actually anything we can do about it. I mean, I guess I could have taken the fire laser, but I think the fire would have attached while the shield was down, and then it still burns while the shield is up as long as it got on you while the shield was down. So we would have to have come up with some way of dealing with that. which I do not actually have. This thing is standing in a position where it is kind of awkward to attack it. Doing that does not let me get behind it. You know what? Well, no, this is a bad idea because then this exploding here, I was going to say whatever, we'll just let it kill the thing and get the job done, but further problems, the explosions would chain through the rocks and destroy this thing. Yeah, and now you're locked in here, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's actually pretty problematic. Alright, I think we have to use the confusion thing. Buy ourselves a moment here. This guy's got to die. This guy cannot keep living. He is causing too many problems. But then you don't actually get to do anything. Because we can't attack this. Yeah, so I just only have 2 mechs for the rest of the battle, unfortunately. It's got a little ugly. This helps. But he can still move here and attack the tile from there. Okay. This thing moving away from the buildings is hugely helpful. Okay. So this is a little awkward. Yeah, because this thing's going to move when it fires. I guess I want to throw this to there. This thing will just do 1 damage instead of that thing doing 2 damage to a building. I mean, I could have killed it with the throw by destroying the armor vec first, but it doesn't actually matter. Oh, actually, this is... Nope, never mind. I fucked it. I just totally spaced on the fact that this thing is attacking that rock. So, yeah. That's not very good. Because despite the fact that that doesn't exist anymore, it's still going to deal damage somehow. The thing where stuff that falls through the map explodes on the top level and deals damage to stuff on the surface, at this point, cannot possibly be a... Oh, wow. Okay, that's very powerful. Cannot possibly be a bug, right? Like, they very clearly intend for it to be that way, or it would not still be that way. But at the same time, it's so obviously not the way it should work. I really wonder about the motivation for that. Okay, well, I mean, like, this is a no-brainer, right? And especially on a mech that has a shield, so he's not freezing when he does it. But we definitely have to go get power now over another star. This one's probably not so bad. Yeah, there's some distance here to play with. Okay. I mean, I really want to do this. Although I guess we don't actually have to do anything. They're going to kill this for them to kill this one. But I do need to help them along a little bit on killing that one. I think this is worthwhile, though. Getting rid of the armor is high value. So this thing's getting hit in a ton of different ways. We don't actually have to help that. I could come down here and just do a little bit of push damage. And then... just get some damage out there, right? Okay, I think that went really well for us. Okay. So, if I throw this guy away... do that, get a little bit more damage on you still, and then... there we go. Leaves us with one explosive rock in kind of an awkward spot, but on the whole, I think that's pretty productive. And we still have our big freeze. Ground is getting mighty treacherous for the enemies. Yeah, it is getting a little bit hard for the pitching mech to move around, I guess. Let's see. We can run to here. Nope. Nothing I do freezes more than one enemy, so I may as well just throw this guy. Deal with the damage that way. You... there we go. Drop most of them just off of the map. It is nice that there are so many like environmental ways to kill an enemy that don't require you to do enough damage to actually kill it. Obviously, we have the ability to do enough damage to actually kill most of these enemies, but like for unfair difficulty in general, I like this island a lot because it lets you get around the alphaness of most of the bugs. Is that 7 HP? All right. That's crummy. That's bad. I do not like that that is like that. We have got to kill this scion basically immediately. Like, yeah, right away. Hopefully it'll stand in a position where we can use the resonator. I hate the fact that if you kill it with the resonator, though, it doesn't... the enemies maintain the armor until the end of the attack. It really doesn't feel like the way that should work. So right now, it would be okay for me to just, like, stand here, throw this dude, and then just take the hit. But there are some problems with that. How do we... Gosh, how do we deal with this? Okay, triptych mech doing this thing is pretty solid. Yeah, I like this a lot, actually. This opens up room for us to... I think we're just going to end up turning the centipede leader around this turn. I'd really like to do some, like, better damage, but I don't think we can afford to. We can almost kill this thing even through its armor. Then we step to here and we just turn you around. You cover whatever this is with acid. We got to look for an opportunity to kill the scion, but I don't think that was it. Oh, cool. It's another alpha tumblebug, because nothing is not the most dangerous thing ever. On this difficulty. Must you... That was actually a pretty good... Damn it. That was a pretty good position for that thing to be in. To be perfectly honest with you, I am definitely thinking about just doing this. Oh, no, I'm in the chain. I could step over here and then do it to that thing. That works just as well. It does a point of damage to this, but I think it's probably worth it. It kills the scion. No, it's not. It's not worth it at all. What am I going to do? So we probably have to throw this guy. What if I just moved here and I froze these enemies? That's actually not bad. Yeah, no, that's not bad at all. You can just come down here and kill this guy. I'll just lock that up, and that makes this attack harmless. And then that does, in fact, let me do this, and I think this is worth doing. Okay, and we even got a resist. Alright, now this thing is at 4 HP with no armor, and very, very little backup. And I feel like we are way more in control of the situation. And in fact, it has put itself in position to be thrown in a big hole. Okay. That was ugly. Whew. All right. We made it to the other side. I do love this resonator. Okay, no perfect island for me, which really sucks. So we're selling this. The acid tank is real good, but I think at this point it takes 2 reactors to turn it on. How many more reactors do I need for the triptych mech? I'm comfortable removing the point of movement, so we'll need both of the reactors that I'm able to buy right now. Yeah, we probably shouldn't mess with our loadout then. Just go reactor, reactor, grid power, and then yeah. Push ourselves to 22% defense. There we go. Alright. Sometimes it sure would be nice to be able to do 2 damage or like 3 or 4 damage even if you can stack the pushes up right. Okay, yeah. I think we have some utility here. We have some breadth. And I don't really want to do RST, and I don't think we'd get that much more powerful through it. There's a version of this where I take the acid tank, I swap out probably the teleport, and then I spend the 4th island just accumulating reactors for the acid tank. I'm not sure that that would turn out to be wiser in the end, given how much more difficult this would be. You just kind of want to be central. Yeah, Yup. I might even want to do this, honestly. 1, 2, 3. If I'm going to do... Yeah. Okay. If I'm going to put everybody on the line, we have to put this one pretty center. Those are not well positioned. Jessica, are you trying to get our stuff blown up? The answer is probably yes. All right, is the move just big freeze? Yes, right? Yeah, I think so. So this thing's not going to die. And I can only do 4... Yeah, I can only do 3 damage to it like this. But I can just bear the charge. If I want to just let it charge me for 3 damage. Whereas over here, the option is I can turn it around. And that's like flawless. But the triptych mech can't deal with this thing. But I could stand here and shoot like this. And just push it into the grid building. So it's like, do I want to take a ton of damage on a mech? I think I'd rather take the ton of damage on the mech, right? So we will run this over here, just shatter that. I will block. I will also push you into a mountain. All right, we're just gonna have to be careful from there. No use of the resonator, probably. Which is actually fine in this circumstance. I probably don't want to unfreeze enemies and stuff, which very well might happen. Ooh, annoying already. Okay, that's one of the less annoying places for that to have committed itself to. There's not a good way for me to kill that thing. Obviously, this is not a very good play. Yeah, I think I just want to move away from you. I cannot damage that enemy with the pitcher mech, which is really annoying. You kind of just can't do anything. You can block a spawn harmlessly. You have 2 HP left. Yeah, because I could cause a point of push damage, right? You know, yeah. I guess you're just blocking a spawn in a way that's like completely not useful. This thing's dead anyway, so it doesn't make any sense to like throw it. Yeah, you're just blocking the spawn. You're going to use your teleport to push that thing into the fire. And you're just going to be somewhere else. But my options for be somewhere else are like very limited. That really sucks, actually. The fire and this thing working together are really fucking me up here. I guess just take a moment to repair. This way we could use the resonator in case that ends up being relevant. Definitely feels like I should do that. And then these things only do 2 damage. So I think what makes sense here is to just go ahead and tank 2 damage to turn this thing around. Because it wasn't going to die before, right? Oh, no, it totally was. It was going to take 2 plus 3 plus 1. So actually that is... I'm going to reset and not have done that. Right, because once I throw over here, you do 2 damage to it, you hit it for 3 on the charge, plus 1 for slamming it against the pillar, and then it doesn't act. Yeah. So... the actual answer may be that you just do not have a play. Well, I mean... see no reason to let that thing live, I guess. And this gets the beetle to block that spawn, too. This is really good. Okay. Just the 2 of these absolute nightmare monsters. Okay. I know that we were not in a position to lose that pilot to the cracked ground. I don't know. I'm just nervous. Okay, so we managed to control to 0 losses there, which bodes very well for downstairs, especially if we hit at least 1 grid defense. And I love that this enemy is not actually present. The blobber is. We have a scorpion as well, which is annoying, although I think they only have 3 moves, so I think it can't web any of our characters on the first turn. Firefly leader is a problem. This one usually isn't, though. And actually, you know what? The way this map is set up, there aren't that many places where the Firefly leader can threaten 2 pylons at once. So that is nice. All right. How do we deal with this? I'm definitely thinking about like this as a thing mostly that is funny. There's something to be said for doing 1 damage, and obviously like blocking that spawn is very meaningful because of the what do you call it? You know, what do you call it? Because of the tentacles coming up. I really think this is probably... Yeah, this is probably right. That doesn't stop either of these two assholes, but... No, I like this a lot. Let's just turn off most of the battlefield. You can certainly stop this one. Oh, you can't actually... Yeah, 3 movement means I can't get to here. So I can't stop that. And you could. You could do something with teleports, right? Yeah, I could teleport to here. Okay. So we save that in that way. And then I'm just taking a charge again. Just letting myself get charged. Because it's the only way we can prevent the other damage. I can't even actually block the spawn, which is a bummer. But what I can do is I can put this tentacle space as far forward as possible, which I think is good for us. Alright, and a nice thing about freezing enemies is that other enemies will spend real effort trying to unfreeze them. Can buy you some extra time. I think we probably just do this with you. No, we don't. Sorry, tentacles. So in fact, we have to move this thing. Yeah, because you have to be able to move out of the space. Okay. Then I think we just remove you. You're gonna die to the spawn. This prevents them from unfreezing the blobber, which I really don't want them to do. Yeah, the tentacles were fully not visible underneath our pilot. It's a good thing I remembered. Okay, well... Gosh, I am only allowed to stand in positions that are really bad for us, huh? So you definitely want to just teleport out, but like... the spaces that make sense to teleport to are few. So if I teleport to here, we're going to have a problem with this guy. And I can't actually just shoot him because of where the rocks are falling. I really desperately want to just fire the triptych mech right here, but no can do. I have to save him somehow. Which I would not be able to do. Yeah, I think that's accurate, which I would not be able to do. So if I teleport all the way to here... Well, okay, what if I teleport to here? If this is going to get hit anyway, we can have it get hit by the Firefly, and the Firefly can just kill this guy. And part of what I like about that move is that it lets... I guess it doesn't really matter where I teleport. In terms of this mech being able to run over here and throw this guy into the lava. We can do that from anywhere. Well, I guess if I teleport here, we can't because we can walk through the lava. I think this is what I'm gonna do. I don't think I could save that pylon, but I can cause the death of another enemy. And I think this is one of those situations where you just run away and heal. What a mess this bottom floor has been. But again, this is one of the reasons that you desperately need a top floor that goes well, because you need it to be okay for the bottom floor to be a total uncontrollable mess, because sometimes it is going to do that to you. Alright, so... we just have to get ourselves down to one building getting hit. And then we're okay. If I, with you standing like here, fire to move these enemies over this way, that has got us down to one building getting hit. That is safety right then and there. Feels like I should probably do that then. Killing this thing. Definite value points. And then you can just... yeah, I mean, there's no reason this thing needs to be alive. Yeah, that's a victory. Took a lot of hits down here. Okay. Here's the thing about life totals. This is true in Enter the Breach, but it's also true in every other game. You have a whole bunch of points of life. Only one of them actually matters. The others are resources to be spent to buy things. In this case, we spent them to buy more manageable turns in the bottom of the hive. Spend them to buy safety. It does not help you to be at 7 life or 20 life or whatever, you know, as long as you're not at 0. Okay, a victory. The penultimate victory, in fact. Perhaps. No, definitely the penultimate victory. What am I perhapsing? I will be honest with you. I am thinking about maybe not ending the series when we're done with the base game squads, because somebody did post on the subreddit about custom squads. I was having a look, and it does seem like some of them are pretty neat. People have modded some cool stuff into the game. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. I don't think we would take either one of these two when we could just take a pilot who has base +1 reactor core. But to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know that we would use this Muffon over a clear, like a fresh one. I think probably not. I think we would probably just take a fresh one for the next thing. So, speaking of the next thing, it's the Mist Eaters. Heck yeah. This feels like a very powerful squad. I do not suspect necessarily that we're going to have a lot of issues here. I think probably what we're going to have is a victory lap. That's my hope. Gosh, I hope it works out that way. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we are going to eat some mist. I remember this squad being easy. Gosh, I sure hope I'm not going to be eating these words. And we'll see you then.